Hello guys, my name is Vahid and today I'm going to start another live. I'm waiting a little to join this live, my friends. As you may see, today's live topic is UDT vs Struct vs AI in TI Portal. Today I'm going to explain the differences. My friends, if you have any idea or questions about our video courses or about the next live, please use the chat section and write your idea and send it to me. Today, I'm going to explain the differences between UDT, Struct, and array data type in TIA Portal. I prefer using UDT. It's more flexible rather than the other two data types. My friends, if you have any questions about our Delta course, Allen Bradley, TIA Portal, Simatic, Step 7, and also courses, you can ask your questions here. I will try to answer your questions or find it later and send you below this live using its chat sections. My friends, please feel free. I hope this live be a tools that we share our knowledge with others. I hope help you to learn PLC programming and also improve my skills. Okay, my friends, if you don't have any questions, let me share my screen with you. Okay. I'm sharing a video which I was recorded earlier. In this video, I'm going to explain the differences between UDT, Struct, and FA. As you see, I have created a simple project in TIA Portal with a 7200 CPU. And as you may know, on the left side, we can create a new tags table and define all necessary tags there. Here, I created a tags table with this name, motors tags table. And here you can easily define your tags. Each tag has three important parts: its name, its data type, and its address. But what about if you are working on a real project with many tags? For example, you may have more than 1,000 tags. How you can manage these many tags? There are several ways. One of them is using useful and suitable data type. A stacked and array are two data types which you can use them in Simatic Manager in Step 7 easily. And you also use them in TIA Portal. But you cannot define them inside tags table. So let me add a data block. Struct and array These two data types are usable inside data blocks or inside a function block. My friends, I'm explaining the difference between UDT, Struct, and VS during my lessons. If you have any questions, it's my pleasure to answer your questions. Okay, let's continue. As you see here inside the new data block, I can define elementary data types, start, for example. Suppose we have a motor. And also we can create array tags. Array is a collection of elements with the same data types indexed numerically, where you can use arrays. For example, suppose you have a temperature or a pressure, any analog signals, and you can store about 100, the last 100 of values of your signals, and then make average of them. Array is suitable for these purposes and is suitable when you are using language some like SQL, and you can use the index inside, for example, a for loop. And using SQL language, for example, you can write a program to make average of 100 values using the index number. So array is a collection of the elements with the same data type indexed numerically. And as you can see, I can use Control-C, press Control-C, and then Control-V to duplicate my tags. Similarly, I can define a tag with the struct data type. A struct is a collection of different data type grouped under the same name. For example, here I created a struct1, and below that I can use different data types, for example, Boolean, integer, real, and even an array. A struct can be used, for example, when you want to save data for motors, for a tank. For example, a motor has some data such as needs some tags such as start, stop, its state, or its speed, or any data type which may your motor is need. And as I said, you can use array. For example, suppose you want to save the two last value of its speed. Okay, I can also use Control-C plus Control-V to duplicate my struct data, my struct tags. My friends, during this lesson, every time you have any questions about this lesson, about our course, please feel free and use the chat sections and send me your ideas, your opinions, and also your questions. Okay. Where am I? Okay. But let me tell you two weaknesses of arrays and data type, stack data type. The first one is these two data types are not usable inside tags table. You cannot define a tag with a data type or a struct inside tags table. And another one is that when you need to modify struct tags, for example, here suppose my struct data are used for motors. And after a stop motor speed tags, I need to add to another data type, for example, the log speed of motors and its height speed for motors. After this modifying, if you see I modify stack 1. What about stack 2, 3, 4? I only need to do my necessary modifications for all stack data. Now, suppose you have more than 100 motors or more than 100 tanks, and if you need to modify all of them by each modifications, it will take a lot of time. So a data type needs similar. If you need to change any modification in an array, you will need to do that for other arrays if you need. You need to do all your modifications for all struct or array data type manually. But UDT is more flexible. UDT is an abbreviation of user-defined data type. Now I'm going to explain what's UDT. My friends, feel free and send any idea or any questions. I hope this live is useful for you and me. And I continue this live and repeat it every week. Okay, let's continue the video. Now I want to define a new UDT. UDT is defined on the left side under PLC data types. If you double click on this icon, add new data type, a new UDT will be created for you. First, let me select a meaningful name for this UDT. Suppose I want to use that for a motor. So I named this UDT with this name, UDT underline motor. Here on the center section, I can define my tags and add any data type my motor is need. For example, a start motor or its speed. So I defined a new data type. Note that UDT is not data, is a data type. Okay. Note that UDT is a data type, and I can use that. I can use, for example, here my UDT name is UDT underline motor. It's a data type, not data. And I can use that anywhere inside my function blocks, inside my data blocks, or inside the tags table. Now I'm going to use my new data type to create new tags. For example, motor1, which its data type is UDT underline motor. And if I click on this triangle, I can see 4 data types which I already defined them. And similarly, I can use Ctrl-C and then Ctrl-V to duplicate my data. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you why it's more flexible. I created 4 tags, which its data type is UDT motto, UDT underline motto. Now, if I need to modify its structure, for example, if I need 2 more variables to save my motor's live speed and high speed, I only need to modify my data type. So let's add these 2 new variables, modify their data type. And now, note that I also define a default value for each tags inside my UDT. Now, if I return to my data block, you see that these 4 tags, which their data type is UDT underline motor, needs to be updated. I can right-click on them and select Update Interface. And my data is updated for all tags which use UDT underline motor data type. I mean for these 4 tags, motor 1 to motor 4. As you saw, all of them now includes low speed and high speed variables. Suppose you have more than 100 motors in a project. So you don't need to modify all of them manually, and you only need to modify your data type, then update your project that your modifications will be used for all tags which were used everywhere in your project. Okay. Let's continue the video. Now I'm going to modify initial value for some values. And now I change its default value inside UDT. UDT motor inside here. Note that when you change default value inside your data type and then update your project, the new default values only will be used for tags which you don't define the initial value for them before this modification. Here, I changed the live speed, and now again I need to update my project. So let's save it, select my PLC and click on compile icon. Now, if I open my tags, which the data type is UDT underline motor, you see my new default values were updated here. For example, for motor 1, because I not changed it already, and this gray color means these values are the default values which were selected inside UDT underline motor data type. But for example, for motor 3, it keeps its previous values because I've entered this value manually. It's not changed to 18,000. As you saw, UDT is more flexible if you need to modify the structures of tags frequently. As I said earlier, you can also UDT data type. For example, I defined the UDT underline motor inside your tags tables. And you can use this ability to manage your inputs and outputs. But note that it's not applicable for memory addresses. Here I define a new tag with this name, data1. With data1 and with its data type UDT underline motor, and its first address I0 I5.0. Now, if I click on this triangle, you can see all these tags which automatically use input addresses after I5.0. I can use UDT underline motor similarly for my outputs, but it's not applicable for memory addresses, for example, M0.0. Okay, I can use memory here for UDT data type. Okay, my friends, in this slide, I want to show you what's differences between array, struct, and UDT. Another useful point about UDT is that you can also define this structure, a UDT, when you design HMI. And then when you want to connect some data from HMI to data to your project in project in TIA Portal when you are programming and writing your code. It can be useful because you can easily manage your tags on the HMI section when you are designing HMI. So I recommend that using UDT abilities for your projects. And as you can see under PLC data types directory, you can create as your desired data types as many as you need. Okay, my friends, in this live, let me stop my screen with you. Hello again, my friends. Today in today's live, I explain how you can use the UDT data type. It's a new feature in TIA Portal, but Struct and array are usable in both TIA Portal and Simatic Manager when you are programming with step 7. I repeat this live every week, and my friends, if you have any questions about our video courses on YouTube channel, plcgoods YouTube channel, you can ask your questions here. I will try to answer you. And if you have any idea, please feel free and use the chat section to send your opinions, ideas, and questions to me. Okay, my friends, have you liked this live? Do you agree to continue this live? May I know your opinion about this live or about my behind picture? Okay, Mr. Clouds Hall, thanks for your comment. Here is your comments give us energy. Also, thanks, Robbins Anthony. My friends, in this live is ninth live, and I'm going to repeat every week at this time. If you have any questions or any idea, it's my pleasure to receive your ideas. And let me give you good maybe news to you. Our teams decided to create a course about ignition. Ignition software is used in SCADA, and you can use that to, for example, design HMI screens for many bands of PLCs. But it will take time a little. Okay, my friends, thanks to watching this live. I will repeat it every week, especially thanks from two of my friends with these IDs, Clouds9, Hor, and Robbins Anthony. Thank you very much for watching this live and for your comments. I will see you soon if you have any questions. Bye. Thank you for joining this live. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next week.